alaikum. I'm your host Wijia Shams. Thank you for tuning in to the Muslim View. We're here at the beautiful Museum London to celebrate the achievements of a prominent London lawyer named Mr. Faisal Joseph. And inshallah, we're going to be looking into and keeping you updated on what's going to happen today. Thank you so much.
But it's all complimentary. But more than that, we know Faisal is a tremendous colleague, friend, a man of character. We all know tolerance and the things and issues he has to deal with, the people he has to deal with, and a great leader of his community and our community. We've all known all these things, and then Faisal was recognized by our professional society, the Law Society of Upper Canada, and given and awarded the Medal of Honor, and it is their most prestigious award. It's a very, very special award for a very special and unique person. And we're thrilled to have him here and to celebrate with he and his family, his friends, and his community. It would not ever have been the same firm without Faisal Joseph, and we look forward to many, many more years with Faisal.
The Law Society Medal was first established in 1985. It is the highest award that the profession can confer upon another member of the profession. It is not only to recognize contributions to the profession and to the public through service as a lawyer, but as to the community as well. I am told that when the applications were considered this year, one stood out above and beyond all the others. And I'm delighted that that one application was Faisal's application. I never had a brother when I grew up. I had two sisters. But it's kind of remarkable that, to me, the relationship that I've been able to establish with Faisal over the years. Whether it's playing pool in the basement or trying to referee the basketball games between him and his brother on our street. Baskets didn't count. The first one to bleed was the loser. And I can assure you that all the parents took their young children off the street when the basketball net went up. And basketball was truly a combat sport. But I am delighted that I've had a small part to play in the Law Society conferring this prestigious award upon my colleague and my friend. And I can tell you that there was no more worthy recipient last Wednesday than Faisal. It's a privilege and an honor to be able to call Faisal my partner. And I look forward to him spending a lot of time with us in the months and years to come. Faisal, above all else, is a fighter. He's fought against all types of odds in the community, whether it be related to his religious and ethnic background. The little guy knew that they had a savior when it came to Faisal Joseph. We as a firm have been privileged to have him with us, and I wish him only the very best success in the years to come. And what I will do is I will send to Faisal the citation that the treasurer read when the award was conferred upon him last Wednesday. I told Faisal the next time that he gets such an award, and then I have the privilege of putting the medal around his neck, I would like him at least to provide me with a little stool so I don't have to reach up as I did last Wednesday. But congratulations to Faisal, to his family, to his friends, to his community. The City of London would not be what it is today without Faisal Joseph.
Good evening, and it is a pleasure and it is an honor to be here. I'm so pleased to be here with Councillor Jared Zafman tonight, and I can tell you that all of my council colleagues also send their regards as we work to celebrate Faisal Joseph. You're a reputable lawyer. You're a respected Londoner. And above all, just a great human being. Faisal, first, congratulations on being named a recipient of the Law Society Medal. Law Society of Upper Canada's highest honor. I'm sure that we all have so many stories about Faisal making positive contributions to so many causes here in London, to so many initiatives here in London, but I'm going to share a quick one of mine. And I first met Faisal when I was chair of the board at Childridge. He was a valuable member of our advisory council, and he was also an honest member of our advisory council. Some might describe him as a brutally honest member of our advisory council. But that organization was stronger and is stronger today because of his honesty and because of his leadership and because he believed that the organization was doing good things, but that it could be better. I guess if we were to put it in simple terms, we would say that Faisal has been synonymous with the relentless pursuit of bringing the entire community together over sensitive issues. Faisal, you have dedicated yourself to serving this community and to promoting interfaith relationships. You have taken it upon yourself to be the voice of national and international human rights issues. You have chosen to be front and center when it comes to representing and protecting those most vulnerable. So we should all be very clear. You have inspired so many. You've inspired young lawyers to follow their passion, and you've inspired many Londoners to be contributing members of this community. My grandfather used to say that there are things in life that we have to do, and there are things in life that we choose to do. And you choose to be the voice bringing our community together. You choose to serve our community. You choose to lead. Because of that, it is my honor on behalf of City Council to thank you for your service, to thank you for your dedication, to thank you for your many contributions to London. Thanks so much.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the new McMaster Chevrolet. We've recently expanded to serve you better and now offer a 45 minutes or less lube, oil and filter service. Our selection of over 330 new and pre-owned vehicles will give you plenty of choice when selecting your next vehicle. And our team of highly trained GM certified technicians will ensure your vehicle runs smoothly day in and day out. See what all the buzz is about. Make your move to McMaster today.
Welcome back to the Muslim View. Let's see what's going on right now.
I want to first thank my partners, Michael Lerner and Rod Dale, for having the unmitigated gall to think that I would be worthy of such a prestigious award. I've been practicing law for 30 years now, and people know me that are here. You're all my closest friends. And you know that I was just as comfortable in a murder trial as I was in a personal injury action. And probably not because I'm not smart, because I was too stupid to be scared. As long as I can remember, I've always wanted to become a lawyer, or as some of you know, a drummer. And I was lucky enough to be both. I knew I would never be rich, with law being my chosen profession, but I have honest to God enjoyed each and every day in a courtroom with the utmost respect for the privilege and the honor of having people trust me with their lives or their futures. It is truly humbling, and I mean it, humbling, to be chosen in this privileged profession, and the trust that people put in you. I have and never will forget that. Unfortunately, I'm old school, and although I practiced law for 30 years, I still did 4 to 6 week trials, and Josh knows this, he's here from Toronto, without a laptop, with simply a pen, I still love when I'm alone or with an associate and walk into a courtroom, and upon doing so, I see 3 or 4 lawyers on the other side. I think it's terrible that they're so short-sighted. Josh Kazabraki is here today, young whippersnapper. And Josh is a very talented lawyer that someday, very soon, is going to be doing a lot of the cases that I have been doing. And I want to thank you, Josh, because it's been tough, and we've done trials together, and I still remember, I think it was 3 years ago, Josh, when I was on a walker in the courtroom in Brantford, trying to do my cross-examinations, and you did a phenomenal job. And you were there to support me, not on my walker, but in the other ways that were more important.
I couldn't also.
I know you could. And Alfonso, my dedicated junior, has been incredible as keeping my practice alive and well, as I'm trying to do whatever I can to get better and dealing with my health issues. Let there be no misunderstanding. I love what I did. Unfortunately, it's become part of who I am, my very being. I still think my heart is one of the noblest of all professions, and I've been fortunate enough to have worked with great people, great people, and great lawyers who truly care. I could not have done what I've done outside and inside the courtroom without your support, especially the support of my family, my firm, in particular my partner, Gerald Chernia, Rod Dale, Nigel Gilby, Michael Lerner, and for any of you that don't know, one of my dearest and closest friends, Vince Calzanetti, who is a life coach to everybody in the world, and Michael Lerner, and my little finger 1/10 that he's forgotten with respect to how to live your life and conduct your life and your practice. I would be the richest man in the world. I have had the same staff for over 20 years, Joanne. And everybody here knows, without you, I would not have had any of the success that I've had and that we've had. I have never been arrogant or stupid enough to believe I could win every case. I knew better, but that didn't stop me from trying. But I do know that even in the ones that I lost, I know I made a difference.
All right, we're just going to take a short break, and when we return, we'll be speaking with lawyer Faisal Joseph. Welcome back to the Muslim View. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here at the beautiful London Museum in the River Room honoring the London lawyer, Mr. Faisal Joseph. I'm here with the prominent London lawyer, Mr. Faisal Joseph, and we are here to celebrate his accomplishments in his profession. Thank you so much for being on our show.
My pleasure, sister.
And we know that you have received the Law Society of Upper Canada's highest honor. Definitely a big accomplishment and a prestigious award. Congratulations. How do you feel?
It's overwhelming. You don't expect this. I've practiced for 30 years, and you don't practice to get awards, but when you're recognized by your peers and your community, it's a beautiful, wonderful thing.
Well, what does it mean to you?
Well, I guess what it is simply an acknowledgement of all of the legal work, human rights work, interfaith dialogue. We're all trying to improve the human condition, not tear it down. It's very easy for people to criticize and not so easy to build, and I think it's just an acknowledgement that I'm a builder like many other people in the community.
Now, I know you've been practicing for about 30 years. You started in Nova Scotia, and you came here in 1993. Well, what have you learned from the Muslim community?
I've learned, as far as I'm concerned, and I've seen Muslim communities all over the world, this community I am the proudest of. This community is one of the strongest, most pluralistic, most unified Muslim communities, and they think outside the box. So they don't just do things to benefit the Muslim community, they benefit the entire community, whether it's Salam Shalom, whether it's protest marches for human rights issues. I'm very proud of my community.
Talk to us about Salam Shalom a little bit. You did address it in your speech, but what more can you say about that?
Well, it was an organization that we formed, and it was my partner, Michael Lerner, from the Jewish community, and myself, and there was a war going on in the Middle East and in Lebanon, and civilians were dying on both sides, and people were getting nasty in the two communities, and we decided we wanted to stop that. So we said, what can we do so that people in London that aren't Muslim or Jewish can see the benefit of having our communities in London versus it being a detriment and being something that wasn't pleasant. So we decided to pick a charity that was neutral. We kept politics and religion out of it. And what we ended up doing was benefiting the proceeds to the Children's Hospital, who could be against children no matter what your politics or religion are. And we had groundbreaking records. We had 1,000 people attend. And it was used as a template all over North America and the world, where people were getting together with the Jewish and Muslim communities, trying to find out how these two great communities could work together to improve the human condition, which is what we did.
What a beautiful initiative. Now, you did talk a little bit about a book that your friends and family were encouraging you to start. When are you going to start that, and what are you planning?
Well, I'd love to reflect, because I think I've done a lot of things inside the courtroom and outside the courtroom. The only problem is my life has been so phenomenal, so blessed, and so enriched. It would be a non-fiction book, but I think people would think it's fiction. I mean, for a guy from Truro, Nova Scotia, to have meetings with the Vatican and with the Pope and world leaders and religious leaders, that's only something that could happen in a free and democratic country. So I hope I'll have the time to do that.
Definitely, we're looking forward to that. Now, one last question I guess I should ask you. You also talked about the importance of education and how your dad really pushed you to get that education because he knew down the road it would help you out. What advice would you give to the young Muslim community to maybe get more involved or go forward in getting an education? What does it mean, and why should we care?
Well, whatever you have to do to get that education, today's day and age, 50 years ago you didn't need it. Now you need it. Knowledge is power. And without the power, you can't accomplish anything. And you can't get that power without the knowledge. So to my brothers and sisters throughout the world, throughout our community, you need an education. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity, especially in today's day and age.
Thank you so much. And again, congratulations. Definitely an honor to know you as well. And we wish you the best. And thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're here at Museum London. We're with Mr. Michael Lerner here. We're here to honor Faisal Joseph for an award that he's been given by the higher lawyers. And we'd just like to talk and interview and ask him what is it when he put Mr. Faisal Joseph's name down for this award. So thank you so much for being here.
It's not only a privilege, it's an honor. As everybody in the room knows, Faisal and I are very close. We have been that way since he came to London. I never had a brother, but Faisal is as close as I'll ever come. When I saw the qualifications for someone to receive the Law Society medal, I knew there was only one person in my life that was deserving that award, and that was Faisal. And I can tell you that last week when the Law Society presented the award to Faisal, it was well noted that of all the recipients, he was probably the most worthy. Faisal has made a significant contribution to our profession, but more importantly, he's made a significant contribution to the citizens of London and to the people in the community.
What characteristics would you describe Faisal as?
Well, first of all, he's a bulldog. He recognizes that the people who need help the most are those who have the least. He has dedicated himself to doing the best he can to make their lives better. And in addition to that, he is a highly respected and competent lawyer and advocate for every single person he represents. He doesn't pick his cases because they're popular. He's prepared to take on the cases that no one else wants to make sure that everybody gets a fair representation.
Definitely somebody worth the award for sure.
Absolutely. Nobody more deserving than my brother, Faisal Joseph.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the new McMaster Chevrolet. We've recently expanded to serve you better and now offer a 45 minutes or less lube, oil and filter service. Our selection of over 330 new and pre-owned vehicles will give you plenty of choice when selecting your next vehicle. And our team of highly trained GM certified technicians will ensure your vehicle runs smoothly day in and day out. See what all the buzz is about. Make your move to McMaster today.
Welcome back to the Muslim View. We're here at the beautiful Museum London in the River Room. Let's tune in and see what's happening. I'm here with London Mayor Matt Brown, and thank you so much for being on our show.
It's my pleasure to be here.
And we just would like to hear a little comments on what you have to say about Faisal Joseph.
Yeah, you know, I've known Faisal for over 10 years now, and if I had to choose a word to describe him, it would be leader. Faisal is a leader in this community. He's a leader in his community. He brings people together.
Now, what do you think he has done for the Muslim community here?
You know, my goodness, I have to say that in life, there are things that we do that we have to do. There are things that we do that we choose to do. And Faisal has chosen to be up front and center when those difficult conversations need to happen. And he has done so much for London. I'm so pleased to be here to celebrate his latest achievement.
Absolutely, especially because he's very involved in multicultural awareness and interfaith relationships, and he's a very notable person, so definitely someone worthy of the award.
Yeah, I mean, all of those things. You know, when I first met Faisal, I was chair of the board at Child Reach, which is a local not-for-profit, and he was on the advisory council. And he was honest. I described earlier today that he was brutally honest. But the reason why he did that was because he knew he could make an organization better, that it could serve the community better. And so he doesn't mind a challenge. He doesn't mind to ask difficult questions. But when he does that, it's because he knows it's for the greater good.
Absolutely. Okay, well, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. I'm here with Mr. Hani Hassan, one of the founders of the Islamic Center here in London, Ontario. And thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure to be a part of this event tonight.
What are a few words you have for Mr. Joseph?
Well, I'm extremely pleased and proud to have been a friend of Faisal's really since his childhood, and to have seen him grow into a person who has the strength of character and the personality to take stands on very critical issues, both for our community and for broader society.
What contribution do you think he has made to our Muslim community here in London?
Well, for one thing, he's taken leadership role on our boards. He's participated actively with respect to security legislation in representing the Muslim voice in the political sphere and in the media when Muslims' rights are being impacted.
That's one of the things that is really beautiful to have in our community as well, an active member, an example for our community. So what characteristics would you use to describe Mr. Joseph?
Well, Faisal, as we heard this evening from the mayor, is a very honest individual, and he brings to any position of leadership integrity and the ability to say things as they are. Not only that, he has a vision for the strategic, and he understands the importance of making decisions that are well thought out, and he conveys that to the people with whom he's participating. He was extremely articulate, very clear thinking, very persuasive, and has shown tremendous leadership in all of the positions that he's taken, whether inside the community or in the broader community.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into the Muslim View. Check us out on Facebook, and you can also go and check out our YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Ujia Chams. Have a great day.